What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you don't know who I am, if you don't know what this is Irving Gospel Choir. So today I'm going to be making a little meal. It's cold outside. I'm making a little meal my mom used to make for me when I was a kid. It's called atole. I think that is oatmeal in Spanish. I'm not sure, but I call it atole. Basically what it is malto meal. It is malto meal, right? It's a malto meal, milk, and brown sugar. That's literally it. Super simple. But on this cold day, I want something to warm me up, and it's actually fitting that I'm making this. I didn't plan on making this, but it's fitting that I'm making this because I'm going to be going back mentally to my childhood to be telling you guys a story about, when I was growing up. So let's start making this. So I got my pan right here. I'm going to put some milk in it. I'm going to measure with my heart. I'm going to put some milk in here. I'm gonna turn on the pan. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some malto meal in the milk. Actually, you have to wait for it to boil a little bit. So I'm gonna wait for it to boil, and then I'm gonna put some malto meal in the pan. Okay, so the milk is boiling. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some malto meal in the pan. I'm going to open it up and measure with your heart again. Put some malto meal in the pan, and I usually kind of fill up the milk until, I don't know, until there's enough malto meal, really. Okay, so now I'm gonna wait for this to thicken up. After that, I'm gonna put a little bit of brown sugar, and then it will be finished. I used to like this really sweet, and I don't know. Hopefully I'm pretty sure my wife kind of got me out of it being so sweet. But yeah, cool story, huh? That was a really great story. Okay, now let me stir it. It's getting thick really quickly. That was good. I'm gonna take a picture of this, guys, and show you guys what it looks like. I'm gonna put it right here. And that is atole. Thank you for coming with me. Thank you for taking this journey with me back to my childhood. We're gonna take another journey, and it's gonna be fun. I got a story to tell you guys, so do not go away. If you're not following me on Instagram or Threads, follow me at CANTU and then the number 2. Follow me there. It's gonna be fun. So let's get into the story. The video that I posted on Instagram, that's why I asked to follow me. I posted a video on Instagram. It's called Irving Through My Eyes, and basically what I did was, and I'm gonna make this a series because I like doing this. Basically what I did was I went to this apartment that I grew up in when I was in middle school. And I'm not going to lie, middle school was probably one of the toughest times for me because we were constantly moving around. I went to 3 middle schools. And it was definitely one of the toughest times for me because there was so much happening at that specific apartment. I remember coming home from school, right? Normal. Going watching TV. My mom left pretty early. She was going on a date, and she left me and my sister home alone. And so my sister brought this guy over, and I didn't say nothing because we had that sibling understanding, when mom's away, we're chilling. We're not telling on each other, whatever we do. It was kind of that weird understanding. But we had that understanding, so I was in my room, and they were in her room, or I was in the living room and they were in her room, and I was watching TV, and I just hear like screaming out of nowhere. So I get up and I go to her room and I open the door. As soon as I open the door, the guy like kicks me in my stomach, like freaking just front kicks me. And I don't know if I like hit the door or something, but I remember just feeling like the wind just got knocked out of me. But I got back up and I opened the door again. And I remember just walking in the room, and he was holding like a lighter to my sister's clothes and just saying like, I'm gonna do it, like I'm gonna burn all your clothes. And he did it. He lit my sister's clothes on fire in the closet. And I just remember seeing a huge flame, just a huge ball of flame. And again, I'm in middle school, so I was just freaking out. Like, I didn't know what to do. They were running to try to put it out, and it was just a huge mess. And I remember the firefighters getting there, and the police were there. They arrested the guy, and I just remember sitting on the steps, exactly like I was in that video with Brandon and David. I remember sitting on those steps, and I remember my sister was just next to me trying to comfort me. And as I was sitting on those steps, and there's fire in this nighttime, the firefighters were there, the ambulance was, all the lights were on, the police car was there with the person in the back. I remember my mom walks up from her date just to chaos. And it was a very traumatic moment for me, because for a long time I never felt like God's goodness was for me, because I just felt like I was going through too much. It's good to go back, you know? It's good to go back to the places where you were a little scarred, depending on your circumstance. But for me, it's good because this is the crazy part, man. Like, I know God has so much for me, but I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose what I've been through. I don't want to lose and forget, the anointing that God had to put on me so that I could make it through some of those battles. Like, anointing doesn't take you out of those hard times. Anointing gets you through them. Anointing doesn't give you a rain check on struggle, It gives you the endurance to defeat it. It gives you the endurance to outlast struggle. And I want to just encourage you guys, if you're going through hard times, or if you've been through hard times, I want to remind you that you are anointed, that God has anointed you. My problem was I felt like God's goodness wasn't for me. I felt like hard times was just the life that I was meant to live. But the real truth is, hard times are not for me, but hard times are ahead of me. That's the truth. That's the truth. Why would we need God if we didn't have hard times? But God's trying to show us that He's not trying to find us a way out. He found a way through it. Like, life is gonna have struggle, but following God makes it easier. So I really want to thank you guys for watching that video, for supporting it. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video with your friends. We're going up, y'all. And I want to thank you guys for being fans and supporters and lovers of Irving, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have a wonderful video for you guys next week. I'm glad that you could join your local choir, and I'll see y'all later.